Welcome inside another drive home forecast, everybody. This is Stephen Ray, and 1 week ago I did my last drive home forecast for you guys because unfortunately I had a little bit of surgery done. However, the good news is I am back, I am healthy, I am 100%, and that's the reason that I wanted to jump back on here and do another drive home forecast for you guys. And let me go on ahead and pull up the radar. And as you can see here, we are officially in what I like to call the dog days of summer, because as you see right here, Jasper is sitting at 93 degrees. We've got 87 in Haleyville. We've got 81 degrees in Coleman, 89 degrees in Gadsden, and 89 degrees in the city of Tuscaloosa. And there are a couple of showers and thunderstorms over here north of the city of Reform, basically along the corridor there between Reform and Millport up Highway 17, going towards the Palmetto, Alabama area over there in the Pickens County area. Then we've also got a couple of thunderstorms and showers up here towards the Highway 18 corridor near the New Lexington area and the Bankston area, also over here towards the city of Berry. And I can put these into motion for you, and these are moving along at a pretty fast clip. But just note, if you are traveling along the 43 corridor in between Tuscaloosa and between Samantha and the Fayette and Berry, Alabama areas, just note that there's going to be a few showers and thunderstorms to deal with. And I did note that there is one lone shower that has popped up down here south of the Taylorville area near the Monora Estates area down here towards the Englewood area. And I can stop and show you that that was obviously a radar glitch. I apologize about that. But all in all, it is a dry drive home for you around the Tuscaloosa metro area. And it does look like it is going to be a dry drive home. However, I do note that there is a little bit of an outflow boundary right in here from these storms off to the north, and that could spark other thunderstorms up here towards the Northport and Coker area within the next 15 to 30 minutes. So just note, if you are north of the river, as you can see, there is your outflow boundary that's pushing into northern Tuscaloosa County. So just note that there could be a couple of more showers and thunderstorms that develop along this line north of Coker, north of Lake Lurleen State Park, and especially up here towards the Samantha area as this moves down into the city of Tuscaloosa. This is basically like another front, and basically these storms can, these boundaries can produce showers and thunderstorms, and it's very likely and a possibility that that could be the case here within the next 15 to 30 minutes as you drive home. Now let's take a look in the Birmingham metro area. There are a couple of showers up here towards the 65 corridor, about to cross 65. Also, they were about to cross the 31 corridor up here between Warrior, Kimberly, and then the Bellatona area up here in northern Jefferson County. And so this is also up here towards the southern end of Coleman County and the northern end of Jefferson County, and this will be coming over here towards the Trafford area and the Suzanne area and the Shelf Creek area. This will most likely stay well north of downtown Birmingham, over here towards the Center Point area, Springville. This is going to stay well north of your area, and then especially down here in the heart of the Birmingham metro, everything looks to be dry for your drive home, other than if you go up north towards Coleman. But if you're heading west, or if you're heading east, or if you're heading south, your drive home is going to be dry in the Birmingham metro area. All right, next up, let's go up here to the Tennessee Valley, and we will take a look over here at the Florence area, and the radar is turned on, and there's absolutely nothing on the radar up here if you are along the 43 corridor or the 72 corridor near Muscle Shoals or Florence or the Cherokee, Alabama area. And it's going to be a dry drive home, but warm for you up here in the northwestern portions of Alabama towards the Florence and Muscle Shoals area. Now we head over here towards the Huntsville area, and nothing is going on around the Huntsville area as well, other than dry weather. As you can see, Madison and Huntsville, they're checking in at 86 and 86 degrees. And north of Huntsville, over here towards the Hazel Green area, it is going to be 85. But there's really nothing on the radar up here in far northern Alabama. Now let's take a track and go down here towards the Montgomery metro area and check on our friends down here towards the Wetumpka area and the Millbrook Montgomery area, also over here towards the Selma area. And there is a few showers over here towards the 82 corridor north of Autauguaville, and there's another shower that is dying out north of Wetumpka. But all in all, the Montgomery metro area is basically going to be dry for your drive home, as it is 92 degrees right now at the Montgomery Airport. As you can see, the dew point is 69, and the air quality visibility is 10 miles. So the sky cover is clear, and there's literally no wind right now. So it is 92 degrees down there in the capital city of Montgomery. Now, let's look over here, and there is a couple of showers over here towards the Valley area in East Alabama, also the Lanett, Alabama area, also the Lafayette, Alabama area, and then down here towards the Auburn and Opelika area along the Interstate 85 corridor, basically going from the University Estates over here towards Opelika. There is a storm that is paralleling, or a shower that is paralleling 85 right now. So just note, if you are down here in the Auburn area, that there's going to be a couple of showers to deal with, and especially if you are over here towards the Opelika area and heading over here towards the Georgia state line in between Opelika and Valley, Alabama. Just note that there's going to be a couple of showers for your drive home. But if you're down here towards the Phoenix City, Alabama area, or the Columbus, Georgia area, all is dry down here for your drive home along the 280 corridor between Opelika and Phoenix City, Alabama. Now let's go down here into far southeast Alabama and check on our friends down here towards the Ozark, Dothan, Eufaula area, and nothing is going on in Eufaula. It is currently 79 degrees, and all is dry along the 82 corridor here in Eufaula, also along the 30 corridor or this 431 corridor up there in Eufaula. Nothing is really going on. And now let's go a little bit further off to the south, down here to Dothan, and everything is hot and dry along the 84 corridor between Enterprise and Dothan. Also down here towards Daleville, but it is hot, as Dothan is checking in right now at 90 degrees. The sky cover is clear, and the wind is variable right now at 5 miles per hour. And look at that dew point, guys. That makes it incredibly moist and muggy outside, as the dew point is 71 degrees. All right, so Enterprise there, if you're traveling along the 84 corridor coming over here towards the Opp and Andalusia area, nothing is going on right now. And so it will be a dry drive home for you right now. And look at this. The hottest place in the state of Alabama is going to be Andalusia right now, topping out at 95 degrees. All right, so that is pretty hot, and I would say definitely that we are in the dog days of summer right now in the state of Alabama. And one more stop down here for our friends in the Mobile and Baldwin County areas. And there is a couple of showers up here along the line where Mobile and Baldwin counties connect north of the city of Bay Minette, and basically in between the cities of Creola and the exit there where you get off to go towards 59 at Bay Minette along the 65 corridor, also along the 59 corridor north of 65 up here towards the Stockton area and the Latham, Alabama area. And these are printing out a lot of rain, because anytime that you see the oranges and the reds on your screen, that means that this is putting out copious amounts of rain. And these storms, unfortunately, are moving up the 43 corridor. So if you were watching between Creola, Mount Vernon, and McIntosh, just note that on your drive home, as you leave out of the city of Mobile heading north, there could be a couple of showers and thunderstorms to deal with up in that area. But all in all, everybody else around the state is pretty much dry and rain-free right now. And one more stop down here towards Dolphin Island, Bon Shahir Bay, Foley, Orange Beach, and Gulf Shores. All is clear down here along the immediate coast of Alabama. So that is the situation that we have ongoing right now. There's also, I wanted to show you this, a couple of storms over here along the Highway 80 corridor down here in southwest Alabama towards the Cuba and York areas south of Livingston. So if you're traveling home in between the University of West Alabama and Livingston, heading towards the southwest, coming over here towards Meridian, Mississippi, just note that there's a shower and thunderstorm that is over here between Meridian and Livingston, and especially if you are along the 2059 corridor, the Highway 80 corridor, or if you're down here towards the York and Cuba area, rain is really falling along the 17 corridor and the Highway 11 corridor as well south of the city of Livingston, Alabama, heading into the state of Mississippi. So guys, I wanted to jump here and do a radar check for you guys, but the majority of North Alabama is rain-free other than a few spots over here in northwest Alabama, and then a few more spots up here in between Birmingham and Coleman. And all of this activity is moving off to the east at a very fast clip. Usually in the summertime, you would see showers and thunderstorms that would just sit over one area. That's not the case today. These are going to be fast movers, but they are going to produce a lot of heavy rain and a lot of lightning in some of the stronger thunderstorms. Now, I did want to also show you this. Give me just a second. And we will do a couple of radar or road checks real quick. And as you can see, here is Lurleen Wallace and the Hugh Thomas Bridge going over towards the city of Northport and Tuscaloosa, and traffic is really flowing really well over the bridge there. And this is at Lurleen Wallace going into downtown Tuscaloosa, so traffic is really flowing well there. There's no traffic accidents or any backups coming over the bridge going either way into downtown Tuscaloosa. And now we will take a look down here towards the Highway 69 corridor, going between the Lowe's exit and Shelton State, and you can see there's a lot more traffic down that way. Traffic coming towards you is going south. Traffic going in the opposite direction is going north. And so just note that there's going to be a lot of traffic going down 69, going in between the Tuscaloosa and Moundville areas, as this is always a problematic area every afternoon. So make sure that you use extra caution because this is a very dangerous thoroughfare. Now let's go a little bit further off to the north and check out our friends over here in the Birmingham Metro. And I wanted to show you, I was looking at the cameras a little bit earlier, and this is 280 at Cahaba Park. And as you can see, it is already starting to get very, very problematic up there. And once again, this is 280 at Cahaba Park. Okay, so make sure that you leave a little bit earlier or a little bit later, because that is going to be a major issue coming up here within the next 30 to 45 minutes. As you can see, traffic is already at a gridlock on 280. So make sure that you use extra caution when driving around the Birmingham metro area. And a couple of more spots I did want to show you that there was a couple of more heavy impacted areas. This is Highway 280 at Valleydale Road. And once again, a lot of traffic in the Birmingham Metro, as probably you guys already know. But just once again, there's a lot of traffic as people are getting ready to head home this afternoon. Once again, this is on Valleydale Road at 280. So that is the situation that we have ongoing up there in the downtown Birmingham metro area. Now let's go a little bit further off to the south and check on our friends down here in Mobile. And I'm going to show you the causeway. As you can see, there's a lot of traffic on I-10 going west out of the city of Mobile. And this is I-10 going in and out of the tunnel down there. And as you can see, traffic is backed up as you're going into the tunnel going there towards the downtown Mobile area. Traffic is flowing pretty well if you are traveling east out of the tunnel. But if you're going west into the tunnel down there in downtown Mobile, it is going to be a lot of treacherous stuff because there's a lot of traffic ongoing right now. And one more stop, let's go down here to the Montgomery metro area, and things are pretty much flowing pretty smooth. And this is I-85 towards the north, and this is at going into downtown Montgomery. And as you can see, things are really flowing well out of I-85 north going out of the city of Montgomery. So once again, I just wanted to jump here and give you guys a quick drive home forecast. I hope that you guys have a safe rest of your evening, safe day tomorrow, and I will be right back here on social media to give you guys another drive home forecast tomorrow afternoon at 4 o'clock. Until then, for my friends over here in Alabama, have a great day, and as always, God bless. All right, guys, it is coming up on 420. As a matter of fact, it's 421, and I want to thank all of you guys for tuning in here to yet another drive home forecast. And as you can see, I've got the radar popped up here. And as you can see, it is what I like to call now the dog days of summer, as the majority of West Mississippi is in a the upper and middle 90s over here in the Delta of Mississippi. As you can see, Greenville is checking in at 91 degrees, and Jackson right now is checking in at 91 degrees. So I'm going to give everybody just a few more minutes, or a few more seconds, I should say, to jump on, and I hope everybody is having a wonderful Wednesday. And basically, if you are down here in the northern portions of Mississippi, you don't have much to worry about up here towards the Starkville, Columbus, or the Highway 82 corridor. However, if you were down there in central Mississippi, down here towards the Meridian area, there's going to be a couple of showers and thunderstorms to deal with on your drive home. So we will start up here in far northwestern Mississippi, up here towards the Hernando, Mississippi area. And as you can see, there are a couple of showers and thunderstorms over here towards the Clarksdale, Mississippi area, also the Jonestown, Mississippi area, as this will impact the 315 corridor, along as well the 3 corridor over here towards the Sledge area. And I can actually put these into motion for you, and you can see which way they are moving. And unfortunately, they are trying to move towards the I-55 corridor over here towards the Senatoba, Mississippi area. Also, there is a thunderstorm and shower that is decaying along the 61 corridor over here towards the Tunica, Mississippi area. And Tunica, Mississippi is checking in right now with an 88-degree temperature at the airport. Now, if you're up here towards the Memphis metro area, all that you see there on the radar is ground clutter, so there's really not much in the way of rain impacting the Memphis metro area, and that is good. If you're traveling along the 22 corridor down towards the Olive Branch, Mississippi area, or if you're traveling out of Memphis going down towards South Haven or Hernando, there's not really that much going on. Now let's go a little bit further off to the south, and let me take a look at the I-22 corridor for you guys over here towards Holly Springs and New Albany, also down to Tupelo, Mississippi. Absolutely nothing is going on right now, and I can actually show you that it is hot. Tupelo is checking in at 90 degrees, and Oxford is checking in at 88, but there's absolutely nothing on the radar for your drive home, which is a good thing. Now let's a little bit further off to the south along the Highway 82 corridor between Winona, Eupora, Starkville, and Columbus. Nothing is on the radar, so that is good news for your drive home. To let's see, Starkville is at 88, Columbus is at 87, and Winona, Mississippi is checking in now at 89 degrees along the Highway 82 corridor. So it will definitely be a day to turn on your AC as you're driving home. Now, as we head a little bit further off to the south towards the Jackson, Mississippi metro area, Jackson is checking in at 91 degrees. They're at the airport over there, and the dew point is currently 69 degrees, and the wind is variable right now. So that is the situation around the Jackson, Mississippi metro area. Not much is going on. If you're traveling north, south, east, or west out of the city of Jackson, you should be pretty good to go. Now, if you are traveling over here near the Forest, Mississippi area, in between Forest and Meridian, there are a couple of decaying showers along the 20 corridor and thunderstorms that are coming over here towards the Forest and the Newton, Mississippi area. So if you're over here along the 15 corridor, or if you're traveling along the 20 corridor in between Forest, Mississippi and Meridian, just note that there's going to be a couple of showers that could impact your drive home, and especially around the Morton and Forest, Mississippi area. Just note along the 20 corridor that there definitely could be a couple of slick spots because of rain that has been in the area. Now, if you are over here east of Meridian, over here towards the Tasumba, Mississippi area, getting over here towards Cuba, York, and Livingston, just note that there is going to be a couple of showers and thunderstorms if you're in Meridian and heading across the state line into the state of Alabama. And there it is in relation to Livingston, where the University of West Alabama is located. As you can see, that storm is basically paralleling the Highway 80 corridor between Cuba and the city of Demopolis, Alabama. All right, so let's go a little bit further off to the south. And as you can see, I want to draw your attention to this line of wind and rain right here on the radar that is pushing through the Bay Springs area right now. And let me tell you what this is. This is an outflow boundary that has come off, and it is a boundary of cooler air that has been pushed out from the storms that are off to its north. And what that can usually do is fire up more thunderstorms down here in this area. So if you were watching down here in the Pine Belt area of Mississippi, basically from Collins to Taylorville, to Laurel to Ellisville to Hattiesburg and over to McGee, just note that with this outflow boundary that's coming in from the north, there could be a few more showers and thunderstorms that are sparked up here across the Pine Belt area because of this mini front and this outflow boundary that is pushing off to the south through the Bay Springs area, Mississippi right now. And I will tell you right now, if you were in Mize, Taylorsville, or Sandersville, and this line of wind comes over your area, you're probably going to get a couple of good wind gusts in excess of 30 miles per hour, because that is a wicked looking outflow boundary that is coming over here towards the 15 corridor. So if you're watching or about to drive home between Laurel and Bay Springs, just note that there could be a couple more showers and thunderstorms that do develop with that boundary that is pushing off to the south. And there's also a boundary over here south of Jackson that is about to cross the I-55 corridor in between Jackson and Crystal Springs, and a few more showers and thunderstorms could develop down here in this area north of Hazelhurst and in between Hazelhurst and Jackson, Mississippi. So now let's go a little bit further off to the south, down here towards the Natchez, Mississippi area, the Macomb, Mississippi area, the Brookhaven, and the Monticello, Mississippi area. And absolutely nothing is going on along the 84 corridor, traveling between Natchez, Mississippi, Brookhaven, and Collins, Mississippi. There's also nothing going on along the 98 corridor in between Macomb, Mississippi, and Hattiesburg. So it will be a dry but hot drive home for you in southern Mississippi, south of the Hattiesburg area. Now let's take a look down here towards the inland Mississippi areas, down here towards the coast. There are a couple of thunderstorms that are south of the Poplarsville, Mississippi area. And as you can see, these storms are stretching over here to just off to the northeast of Picayune, Mississippi. So just note that if you are traveling along the 53 corridor, or if you're traveling along the 603 corridor in southern Mississippi, and this is north of the city of Bay St. Louis, there's going to be a couple of thunderstorms as you're traveling between Bay St. Louis, Mississippi, and Poplersville, Mississippi this afternoon and this evening. And one more stop is down here along the coast. There you can see. Let me draw this for you. This right here is the state line between Louisiana and Mississippi. If you're traveling along the 10 corridor going into Mississippi, or if you're going into Louisiana, absolutely nothing is going on down here along the immediate coast, all the way basically from Waveland all the way over here to the Pascagoula, Mississippi area. Nothing is going on along the corridor I-10 or the 90 corridor along the immediate coast. So once again, all is dry across these immediate coastal portions of central Mississippi. And so once again, the only problematic areas for your drive home is going to be in between the Livingston, Alabama area and over here to Meridian, and then between Forest and Meridian, Mississippi. And then a couple of more thunderstorms and showers could develop over the Pine Belt area north of Hattiesburg, in between Ellisville and Laurel, Mississippi. Guys, I hope that you have a great rest of your evening. Be safe driving home. I will do another drive home forecast for you guys this time tomorrow at 4:20 right here on social media, to kind of give you guys a quick update and a heads up on what you can expect on your drive home. Have a great rest of your Wednesday, a great Thursday, and I will see you right back here at 4:20 tomorrow right here on social media. God bless.